Welcome back everyone to Rome filled with war. We have been at war for a long time and it's going to be a lot more of it. We will declare war now on the Piceni before they join in a coalition against us, so we can utilize that opportunity to take their land relatively quickly, hopefully. And soon we will have another coalition war. Most likely people are joining in droves. Everyone from the smallest to the biggest are joining in. The Bruti have joined in. They weren't in there before, but they are in it now. And a lot more. That's mostly because we have expanded like crazy and taken land without regard for aggressive expansion. Because the more we take, the more land we take, the fewer nations that care about our expansion will be left. Eventually there will be no one that cares, and at that point it will be just us. More to the point, when we take in the lands over here, or most of them, there won't be enough nations left that really care. The same thing up here with the Trurians or Etruscans. They care about each other and our expansion there, but as soon as we knock them out, the people over here, the Gallic people or Celtic people, they won't care as much. Poseidonia will become a tributary state of Rome. You wish that to be the case, but it's not. It's not going to be the case, and it never will be. Let's send them in there. How is the coalition going? A fair few have joined in, but not too many. Soon, there we go. Neapolis has fallen. I'm not too concerned with whoever joins in on the enemy side. So now we will have to go out here and take over. Neapolis peace offer, Piceni peace offer, call for peace. That is in the first war, of course, that has been raging for quite a while. But I think as soon as we've taken this, we will have a separate peace with... why can't we go over here? Here we go. A separate peace with Neapolis, taking those two states, or two provinces. And after that, we can even send out our navy over here. Because as soon as we've taken that, we can do a peace and take both their lands. Then we can go and take all of Poseidonia, hopefully. It might be that Region will be a bit annoying over here. I thought they had a separate war. No, they are only at war with us. Alright, there we go. We have taken that. Papluna has joined in the coalition, along with a bunch of other people. Let's take that. There we go. Neapolis is ours. Start coring that, shall we? Yep. We'll do that. How is it going now with the syncretizing? Oh, we have synchronized them. Good. Alright, wonderful. So Etrusca Disciplina is not an issue anymore. They are syncretized with us. And now, hopefully we can have a peace here. No, we can only... We cannot demand tribute that requires more than 100% war score. Is it worth that much? Damn. Alright, we'll just take this then. Calm down. Right, so let's start coring that and move on up here. A lot of more people will join in the coalition against us. That is to be expected. Is it still call for peace? Well then, we're just gonna have to siege that down, aren't we? No, it's over. How's it going when it comes to war exhaustion anyway? Well, it's going really well. Going really damn well. We need a lot more power. Administrative power would be great. We are falling a bit behind here because we've been taking over so many lands. That is to be expected after all. The navy is repairing itself after all of this. Oh yeah, we apparently had... yeah, they have been hired by the Piceni. So let's go and take them out before they cause too much issues. Piceni, and I think the Lucani just joined in our coalition against us. When it hits, it will be scary. But we do have more allies, and maybe we should get more. We can have one more ally. Let's see who will want to join us. Diplomacy, offer alliance, none, because we're at war. But that won't be an issue for long. Soon this will be taken. Friniati have joined in, I can't really remember who they are. There are some people somewhere that cares about some things that I don't care about. Are they over here? I can't remember. Ah, there we go, the Frignati. Well, that's not good actually, because that closes off almost our entire border. So we look here on coalition. After we've taken this, maybe we want to... No, I think the Rim are actually our allies. Yeah, they are our allies. Maybe we want to go for Daunia before they join in. Yeah, that would probably be a good move. But we should declare war on them now. They're allied with the Mesapi, the Dalmatii, and some other people. Dalmatii over here, and I think the Plerai were one of them. Yeah, they're on the other side. So they're mostly fine. There's some islands here that are not colonized. That's interesting. So maybe we should go there. Let's do just that. Let's do it before they join in. And now we're done with this war. We can claim all of this land. See, this is what an aggressive Rome looks like. Very, very aggressive. Highly aggressive in every single regard. We can probably get a lot more men now. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Welsh declare war. Okay, so we have a punitive war on our hands too. A bit annoying, but to be expected after all. Pompeii, as part of this, we should go and defeat their army first. We'll do so in the comfort of our own lands. This, of course, before they all join together with all the great armies. Of course, we do have allies over here that will help us with the north. So it's not all bad, and we do have all kinds of forts in the north that should hopefully help out quite a lot. I'm seeing maybe a quick peace out here. We triggered the coalition war fairly early. Relatively early anyway. So there's it didn't reach its full potential. And honestly, with as easy as coalition wars are, it shouldn't be any issues at all. Like if we defeat these armies over here, we pretty much won. That is how easy they are, which is probably a thing they should tweak out a little bit. Still, Rome is... I feel strong. Rome feels really strong, but it really doesn't cover that much of the map at all, compared to, you know, real Rome. There we go, defeat them, which is gonna be great, and then we go to that place and defeat them. Apparently we didn't have as much war score as I expected us to have. And they are adding in more men there. But we had a victory, we have 26%, now they're joining in with an attack on us. We have a defensive battle. Still not going too great there. Because they have, well, a ton of folk. Well, there's gonna be a victory, and now we're at 43% war score. They're still not willing to go for peace, but they're getting close to it. Maybe want to recover with our forces a tiny bit before we go to battle. I said that, and then immediately go to battle. Just to make sure we don't lose any battles and the war score associated with it. There we go, now we have 63%, and now they're willing to go for peace. See, that is a bit too easy. We could even drag this out further, but there's no need. There we go. Coalition is done and over. We can now concentrate on our main enemies, the people we do declare war on before. So yeah, that is a thing. We've been in constant warfare for a long time, and we don't have a lot of work sourcing either. It lowers quite a bit due to De Consentus. Yeah, De Consentus is a great religion for that, because that is in wartime and in peacetime alike. So let's send out our navy now when it's a bit more safe, to just get rid of that blockade that we have. It's gonna annoy people. Devastation in Minturne, a tiny bit due to recent occupations, but as the more we expand our nation, the less chance it will be that there will be any further devastation there. And yeah, that is quite a few men that they have managed to amass. Maybe we should take these back. Soon there will be a revolt in Vestini. Where is that? Ah, Hatria. Oh, exactly where we're standing right now. Or soon we'll stand. So maybe we should stand there. We're not fighting the Greeks as much. Some of them are Greeks, I think. But there's Mesopic, they are Illyrian, I think. Illyrian. Yeah, let's... Oh, we... Damn. There's a lot of naval battles. Can we have that rebellion soon so we don't have to worry about them or care about them? I guess if we stand there, it will be less likely to happen. Right, we'll siege that and we'll start sieging Luceria. Maybe we should do that immediately. And at the end of the next year we will actually we'll just get that because we're pretty close there anyway and we have a lot of them. That's all fine. Did lose that naval battle, which is pretty bad. Not great at all. In fact. What else? What else? What else should we do? We have that revolt there and then we have that siege here that we have to wait for. Actually that could maybe go around and siege that thing too. Which is their capital, it seems like. So they have a lot of forts. It's probably fairly smart. Maybe we should start sieging both of them. Yeah, that's exactly what we're gonna do. There we go. And now we can speed up time while we wait. Mesapi. Daunia. If only we had some naval superiority, then we could send it over there, but we don't. Now we have the revolt in Vestinia. Let's do that. And now we have a slave revolt too. That's bad. Let's send these guys over there. After all of these wars are done, maybe we should have like a tiny period of peace, perhaps, to reorganize everything. We have expanded a lot as of late. Also, I forgot completely about institutions. We do have some areas where it has spread into. So how far are we until we can embrace it? Quite a bit away, but it's getting there. Like this area around is spreading. We did spread while we had that advisor. Do we have a similar advisor? No, we do not. But we can still have an advisor. Let's just kick some of these guys, like those two. Don't want a level 2 advisor. This one is pretty good. Let's have him. And over here we have that one. Let's do that one. That lowers the embracement cost as well. That's pretty good. First, I'll take over them, and then we can siege. Alright then, things are looking up and up. As the fewer people we have around, the easier it will become. Rome will expand. So Rome will become stronger. Has anyone else expanded here? Macedonia has expanded quite a bit, which is pretty cool. Don't really see much of Macedonia. It seems like it's lagging a fair bit here when zoomed out like this and having on this speed. This mod does have a lot of tags, a lot of nations added into it. So it's fairly taxing. Unfortunately, it's also fairly taxing when it comes to the multiplayer, which has some issues, unfortunately. I hope they could make it like I want. Okay, when it comes to the multiplayer portion, I want them to have an option where you can only play with this area here, and like over here with Persia as well, and then cut off India and China. Because realistically speaking, if you're playing as Rome, what are the chances that you will ever interact with China in any regard at all, or India for that matter? Maybe to some extent, but it seems like it's just begging for having begging of being less efficient. Let's call it that. So that, I think that would increase the performance by a fair amount. Just wish we could get rid of these guys over here. They're so far away. They're... Yeah, Mesap, you're over here. We could go there and take them out. Brundisium. Oh, we're really gonna have to deoccupy this place to reach them. Apparently we are. Alright then. They seem to be in a separate war, which is a good thing for us. Okay, they're willing to give up, but not too much. They're willing to surrender, but not to the extent that we want them to surrender. So what if we raise citizen soldiers here and maybe some more citizen soldiers here? Truscan, horsemen, horsemen. Okay, let's start building up our next army, our new army. Is there anyone else that can be raised citizen soldier wise? I don't think so. These are the only states that we have, and we have raised everyone. Alright then, let's add in a lot more men. Let's go to like 20 here, with 14 here, and 4 here. That's gonna be a nice big new army for us. A secondary army. This is gonna take forever. It really is. I'm tempted to pull out with only taking this. We don't have any coalition against us anymore. People absolutely hate us for our expansion. Can't blame them. It is fairly aggressive. Actually, it's been really damn aggressive. But it's what we have been able to do. Is there anything we can do navy-wise? Could we do for another attempt at the navy thing? Like now, could we have a peace? No. We have to deal with these guys, Delmatei. They are fairly big. And then Plerai. They all have navies. Oh yeah, they all have navies. Let's go back home before we get caught out. Let's do a military man. Let's go for that extra military power. I'm really not interested in sieging down this place, especially when it's not ours either. Let's go back home and wait for them to be tired of us. Not gonna waste Roman men on something so futile as sieging down a place that is not even gonna be ours. Or it doesn't even belong to the enemy, it's just in a separate war. Like, we're not affiliated with the Taras at all. They're not part of our war, and we don't really care about that part, so they're just gonna be over there. What a shame for them. I think maybe we can try to catch these 15 ships off guard. They do have some heavy ships and we do not. I don't even think we can make heavy ships, can we? No, we can't make heavy ships. We can make unirems, which are galleys. Okay, they have added in some more now, and they're coming with even further. So let's pull back before we lose any ships. We lost the battle itself, but we took a fair amount of ships. So yeah, they have a bunch of people overseas willing to protect them. Which is a bit annoying. They're standing here with 6,000 men down here. So they're hiding over here in the Mesopi Mountains, whatever we want to call them. And we can't reach them. We can't reach them. Which is a bit annoying. One thing I wish they added in diplomatic map mode is to see which ones you have truce with really easily. Right now, especially since we have so many, we kind of just have to go around and look at them. Oh, these guys have truce, these guys have truce, because, well, they were all part of the coalition against us. It is in the south that we want to expand, but soon enough we're gonna have to face it. That gonna have to wait until the truces are out and then immediately declare war on one to hope for the best. And if they have overseas allies, it's gonna be annoying to deal with, because they will not surrender. Like these guys. They are not willing to surrender whatsoever. And now they have such amazing naval superiority here, it's insane. Babylon has a golden era. Let's increase our army size here by 1,000, so it's a nice 20,000 men there. So we have gone over our army force limit a bit, but it's fine, we have the money for it, sorta. We do have a fair amount of money, but it's not an unlimited supply by any means. And our cores here are almost done, but I just like the shape now of Rome. It's, if we could just take the rest of Etruria here, it would be even better. Essentially what we want is, I think this, yeah, these three. We can take those three, that would be great. And Etruria will be finally completely Roman, and we can work our way around it. We do have Etruscan Disciplina as a syncretized religion, and as such, I think that when it comes to superior religion or syncretic religion ideas, especially for the Dei Consentus, it's my belief that a syncretic religion is better. You can deal with having more unsyncretized people, and like superior religion, you can, I think, yeah, you can convert them faster and more, but it's going to cost so much in harmony to do so. We're just now building up our harmony again, slowly but surely. Daunia will become a tributary state of Rome. How about no? Neapolis is revolting. They're now willing to go for this peace offer. I'm saying fine, let's do that. There we go. We had a peace with them. It's not the best peace in the universe, but it's one piece, and it made some of their lands our land, which is good. And I think we have fairly good border defenses. Fairly good anyway. We don't have a lot of power projection at all, really. We're getting there with our splendor. We do have one fulfilled objective, we have Birth of Democracy. I feel that having Rise of Zoroastrianism is fairly difficult. Megalopolis shouldn't be too hard, but we don't have it in any way. Rome has increased to 15, but Ostia is right there with them. But commoner-wise, in our culture, we only have 5. We only have 5. We don't have a lot of people with the Latin culture. No, 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 no. We could start converting people to our culture. We could do that. I mean, since we do have a surplus of diplomatic power, maybe we should do that. Let's convert that to Maruvium. And maybe this Oscan. We want to save some too. So military technology cost is 5%, and then we would get this one. But it feels, well, right now it's fairly useless for the areas around us. That's already too late. Minus 15% aggressive expansion impact, not gonna matter too much. But since we will take over these lands eventually, and then have other areas that will be concerned with our expansion, that will help. So I think we should go for this one. Especially since we have yet to take over this institution here, Advanced Metallurgy. It is spreading, however. It's spreading, albeit slowly. Still don't have a guy that we can really rely on, so let's get rid of these guys and hope for better advisors. And now we're finally at peace as well. Let's pick Carthage as our rival. Seems like... oh, damn, Syracuse has been very busy in taking over land. Very impressive. I like what I'm seeing. They've taken over all of Lilybaeon. Or Biome, whatever. And since we have some extra peace lying around, we can get some more allies. But whom wants to ally us? Not a lot of people. Maybe we should have some Greek people that want to join us. Like, for example, Focus, or... let's see... Who here would be good? Well, let's do Delphi. The guy that have Delphi. And the guy that has Thermos. Let's go for those guys. That will be enough. So now we have some Greek allies. Hopefully their fleets will be helpful in any war over here, because there's likely to be some Greek people that have joined in. Athens have increased in size as well. While Sparta has lost to Elis, which is interesting. Okay, we now have a peace, so we can finally try to declare a separate war with people. Maybe we should do that to these guys. They are Velch are allied with Pisae, Pluna, Arimna and Aritim. All of these guys we want to take over, of course. Velch. Yeah, let's declare war on Velch. And we can use our favors here to get some more people join in. So that was a short period of peace, but I feel it was utilized fairly well. And send up our army there. I think most of this war will be fought in the next episode. Just gonna move soldiers around a little bit here, and then we can hopefully declare a similar war with people before everyone joins in coalitions here. Like we could declare war on these guys that have Lucani, Syracuse, and actually we don't want to fight Syracuse, do we? Lucani, these guys have Bruti, Pompeii, and Nuceria. We could declare war on these guys too. Nuceria, Pompeii, Bruti. Let's do that before they join in. Pompeii is now in the war. We're gonna have a battle over here too. It's gonna be a big battle. A very big battle, actually. And it is a complete and massive, utter victory for Rome. Of course it is. I mean, did anyone expect any different? No. Let's go to Velch, defeat that army there, maybe, or maybe not. Maybe we should just go up there and take them out too. Yeah, might be a bit over our heads here. Yeah, we've defeated most of the northern ones, and we do have some northern allies that can help out as well. And we can siege that and then go to Fafluna. And here we have 19,000 men that are sieging. These 19,000 men need a leader. They don't have a leader at the moment. So maybe... Okay, my reasoning here is simply to avoid having everyone join in a coalition and then have to deal with them being in that coalition. So the main focus will be on defeating the Trurians over here, or the Etruscans more to the point. And then after we have defeated them, move to the south. And this army will mostly be to try to get rid of any people that are annoying. We will put on the consul there. The consul will not be with us for too long, but it will be with us for some time. And he's a good leader as well. So we could maybe defeat the Greeks and other people, assorted fellas over here. Sextus Calpurnius Felix will hopefully do just that. Yes, he did. Alright, I'm gonna leave it here. This is the cliffhanger. This is where the episode ends. We have declared war on a bunch of people. Preemptively, of course. I mean, we're not savages, right? We have one war up here with the Trurians, Etruscans. Why do you always say it? It doesn't matter. The Etruscans. And trying to take all of these areas as much as possible at any rate. And then a separate war over here with the Greeks. And trying to take Pompeii and Nuceria. And then maybe if we can some of Lucania and so forth. It's gonna make a bunch of people mad at us. But I still feel our diplomatic situation is not too bad. We do have some allies. We do have some allies over here. They're not at war with us. Or they're not on the same side as us. No, they are on the same side as us. They're just not in the war with us. There we go. I finally got it right. So in the next episode we will simply see what happens here. I'm fairly certain and confident in Roman victory and expansion of Roman culture across the Mediterranean. But we'll simply have to wait and see. Thank you once again for joining me, and I hope to see you next episode.